All right, let's talk about the story with Teamkill really quick with the Dino Crisis spiritual successor known as Code Violet. Now, if you guys are unaware, if you missed my video, even though you begged me to make a video on it and none of you watched it, we got Code
I
Violet.
watched it. I watched it. I was there.
Like I
I was
said,
one of the
nobody
first
watched
ones
it.
on it.
We got Code Violet. Now, before we get into the accusations about exclusivity and all that stuff, I want to talk mainly about what they said first. So, if you guys are unaware, Code Violet has said that they refuse to release the game on PC. A lot of people lost their shit over this, right? And then when they were pressured and asked why is that, because I don't think they wanted to give an answer at first. Then eventually they gave an answer, and they said the following. It says that in an initial statement, the developer argued that PC modding posed a threat to the integrity of their artistic vision, particularly through vulgar modifications of Code Violet's characters. And they said, we hold our voice actresses and actors with high regard, as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. The company wrote, making a joke out of our art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make.
I have one question.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah. Do you think that the heads of Teamkill? Do you think that they scissor with the heads of Nexus mods?
Probably. Because
That's-
Nexus, well, to be fair, Nexus mods allows some interesting Gooner mods. It's only when you get into the race swapping and
right?
that's
Yeah.
when they're like, no, we got to stand by our morals. Yeah,
True.
I know we let you kill kids in this mod, but listen, you can't race swap a black person to white. That's just unacceptable.
Yep.
It's not allowed.
You can behead a whole village, but when you start race swapping, we got some problems.
We got problems, exactly. We could pull a no Russian, but nope, we ain't race swapping. We are not race swapping. It gets insane.
I'm telling you though, my initial thought still holds true here. Is there's a lot more going on here, and this is just a smokescreen of the reality. They're saying this because no company would. This doesn't even make sense. We hold our voice acting. Come, get out of here with the bullshit. It's all about the money. What's the contract? What's the exclusivity? How much you make from that? Let's get to the actual tangible assets that's coming out of this. Miss me with this bullshit, as you would say.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, I've never like ever heard a company say it's not about the money. Right. I've never heard a company say that.
I mean, you've never heard them stand for that. It's something other than that. They say anything but that.
Right. Like I've never seen that be something that a company would stand for, because it's counterproductive to a company. First off, like a company's sole existence to make as much money as possible, number one, and to ensure the rapid expansion of the company as best as possible. Number two, why would you okay, so let's put it like this. This is my question that I had. Maybe you can help me. My question I had in my video was the following. Why would you think that a couple of mods made by people who want to goon your characters, why would you think that that would take over the entire narrative about your video game on the PC platform, where it could go so far as to ruin the reputation, as they say, of the voice actors and on the game in general? Why would you even think that's a thing, considering that there has been thousands of games that have released on the PC platform that all have Gooner mods to the wazoo, right? They all have.
There's been thousands of games with hundreds of thousands of mods to Gooner games.
Yeah, 100%. So you have all of these fucking games that have like Gooner mods for it. So why would you not want to release the game?
I'm telling you, I don't want to keep going back to the boring response, but this is lip service. This is not the real reason. Nope. Nobody in their right mind would say this. Like, this is bullshit.
Hold on. Cult Classic Cage.
Cassie
just sent a message. because she don't want to stream with us anymore. So she rather just send a message.
Oh.
So Cassie just said the following. Shout out to Cole Classic Cage. What I'm about to read is from Cassie herself to give her the credit. So she says, real Hypnotic. The reason why Code Violet devs are throwing shade at PC is because their asset flipped garbage games don't sell on PC with the Steam return policy. They depend on PlayStation's no refund policy in order to continue to make asset flipped garbage. These devs were console warring on Twitter back when they were about to release Quantum Error, saying that the game wasn't possible without the power of the PS5 SSD drive, to which some fanboys got behind, only to find out that Quantum Error was garbage altogether. They then released Sun and Bone a year later, and only 4 people played that game on Steam. Now, a year after that, Code Violet is coming out. Just to give you and Smash the lowdown on the real reason why people want to dunk on them. They aren't woke. They aren't getting exclusivity money. The Teamkill Media devs are literally just clowns making Unreal 5 engine asset flipped garbage yearly and then say stupid shit on Twitter to go viral and get weirdo PlayStation fanboys to champion the so-called exclusive to PS5. Yes, that is how pathetic these cocksuckers are.
Boom. Holy shit. Cassie.
That makes a lot of sense. And you know what's funny?
I mean, that is the answer. I don't need to even research it. I'm just like, yep.
I believe the viral thing. I believe you want to know why? Because here's what's interesting. If you look at that initial, let me see if I can find it. Actually, let me not talk shit. Let me see if I can find it. So if you look at the initial statement from the Code Violet team, you'll realize that here it is. I got it. Boom, fast. I thought something was highly sus, and I'll point it out to you. So if you look at the initial statement, for those asking about the PC version and blah, blah, the reason we're not bringing the PCs, we don't want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character, all that stuff, right? When you're making a statement like that, I find it to be highly sus that they decided to tag it with hashtag Code Violet. Because it's like, you clearly are trying to go after a viral moment, and you wanted to make sure that it was tied to your hashtag, because you could have easily just said the statement. But they're saying this from Teamkill's account, not Code Violet's account. So they wanted to make sure it was tied to Code Violet. And it did go viral. It got over 2 million views or something like that. It did go viral.
You know what pisses me off about this is, and I know I don't play games, but if I did, this makes me want to play the game just to see how shitty it is now. And that really pisses me off.
It does, because I was actually pretty interested in the concept of a Dino Crisis spiritual successor.
Right. Because
I love Dino Crisis.
Yeah. A lot of people like Dino Crisis. That's why I was like, I'm actually kind of interested in this. And now after hearing Cassie, I'm like, nope.
This is why this shit made no sense. Yep. And this is why I kept saying, like, there is no way that this is their official stance. There's no fucking way. There is no developer out there that cares about people gooning to their game and making mods for it to the point where they won't release their game on a platform that can make them more money.
Think about that. Like, you are in business to sell a game to make money, not to lecture your customers on what they're allowed to do with your game. You don't give 2 fucks. Give me your money. Do what you want with this. I just want my money. Like, that's right. How this works. Get out of here with this shit. So yeah, this definitely
that is insane, bro. Cassie, great information. Yeah. This is why I keep telling you to come back to SNH, but you're too busy being a fucking adult. I don't know who told you to do that, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of a cheer that's better than Spanish JT's cheer. It makes a lot of sense. Everything she said makes sense, 100%. Oh man, these people will flat out lie to you, bro. The developers have realized the power of going viral, and most of them do it in bad ways, obviously, but some of them have mastered the art. You know, and I think that kind of goes hand in hand with the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stuff too, because I feel like a lot of that had to do with Daniel Vavra just writing it, and trying to go viral and trying to get the information out there and get the name out there.
You were part of some of those messages we've seen about what's going on in the back end there. So yeah.
What do you mean?
With what Grums was saying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll tag you in it. I'll tag you in it. But basically, well, Grums said we could go live with. It's not like any secret or anything, but he was like he's talked to Daniel Vavra, and this is something that they've conversed about in the past. And then when this all came up, he stopped talking to him, and he thought that was a little bit odd. And it's like, well, now we see why.
Right. Yeah.
Weren't you there? Did you not read any of that stuff?
No.
You're a busy man, apparently.
Very busy. Very busy. I'd rather read manga. No, seriously though, it's no, I was there, I saw it, but it's one of those things where it's like,
son of a bitch.
It's one of those things where it's like, I get it, right? I totally get it what Daniel Vara's doing, and he's always been that kind of figure, that guy who just like he'll go at you, right? And sometimes he'll do that without even thinking about it. He'll just flat out fuck it. And that's what I think he did with Rev, to be honest with you. He just saw the title of the video, saw the thumbnail, screenshotted it, made a whole fucking narrative over it, and then went after him. And it's like, dude, this is somebody who's openly defending your game to over 700,000 subscribers. Like,
dude, that drove me insane. Because I'm like, if you actually watch that video, Rev legitimately was defending it. Like, the vast majority of the videos, like, I can understand why people don't want to, pre-order it if you're concerned about it. He's like, but here's why that I think it's good, and this, that, the other. And I'm like, this guy just fucking trashed him in a tweet. I'm like, don't do that shit. Why are they so stupid?
It was really dumb. It really was.